Hello, this is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And I mean, the world just keeps getting better and better. Um, I guess that wasn't sarcasm, or it could have been. Who knows? But who knows how to feel these days? There's a lot going on, especially with here's issues that I felt like should have gotten attention a long time ago. Now, a lot of people acting like this it's just a thing now. But yeah, just want to explain the title of the show a little bit. Screensaver. This is not just about Kyle versus Trayvon. This is about the perception of how we look at black people versus how we look at white people in America. Now, a lot of people they're hailing Kyle as this extremist, and, and I expressed that my video that I made a couple days ago. And I called Kyle everything, including a racist. Um, but even with, I've been privy to new information since I've made that video. Now, do I regret making the video without having all the, without having like the facts that I have now? No, not for real, because that video comes from a feeling. It came from a feeling that you know feeling of rage that we've been feeling for years and years. So no, I don't regret making the video. I don't feel like the video was told wholly false. Hell, I'm not gonna cry for Cal. I'm not gonna do all that. But all I'm gonna say is, with all the new information that I've gotten since then, and it was actually right before I came on this air, um, it looks like he's probably going to get off. I really hate to say it, but I mean, and with these kind of factions and these little enclaves, such as these militias, um, one part that they rehearse and practice and train over and over again is strategy. And it looks like they definitely had a strategy laid out. And it's like there is video evidence all over the place of what occurred. The two videos I had were just from like one angle. It's like there are many different angles. It paints this picture as if Kyle's the victim, and from the way it looks like he was defending himself. I mean, do I care about the fairness that we display as blacks? No, I don't. I don't care for it too much at all, which is why I hate that I feel this way. It's like I really want to be angry. I really want to be really super upset about it. Like I want to be, but it's like this. It's like this, and I'll explain the other side of this in a second. It looks like it, it just looks like it looked like he would have died otherwise. It was like it did seem like a killer be killed situation. And you know, one thing that I don't like when we have these conversations is, for them to be more emotional than factual. Yes, be emotional because of everything we've been through as blacks in this country. Well, let's be honest, Kyle wasn't out there. I mean, even though he's all Blue Lives Matter, which, makes me not sympathize with him or not cry for him even more. Because to me, if you're saying Blue Lives Matter, you're actually saying you don't care about what happens to anyone else that had to suffer at the hands of bad cops. That's why I don't care for the kid too much. But the way the whole incident looked when you put it together, it did kind of look like he was defending himself. Now, why bring Trayvon into this? Like I said, it's about perception. Shoot, the way after Trayvon was killed by that coward George Zimmerman, and yes, he was a coward, because I can remember the 911 dispatcher told George Zimmerman to sit his ass tight, sit down, don't do anything. And like every coward with a gun, he became a superhero and chased this kid down. Trayvon Martin, 17 years old, same age as Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah, chased him down, got into an altercation, and I'm gonna say it like my mother said it. George Zimmerman's a pussy. You know, even though my mother, even though my mother is like, would never want anyone to know that she said a word like that. You know, so he was getting his ass handed to him, and just like any other coward, he shoots the guy that's kicking his ass. I heard they didn't even call the police at first. They were just sitting there taking pictures of him. After Trayvon was killed, did they treat him like a victim? As far as the media, did they treat him like a martyr? Did they treat him like a guy who was unjustly murdered? Now, let me show y'all something real quick. I got very few pictures, but they should matter. Hopefully. And I didn't I didn't I didn't do this. I didn't do this to criminalize or vilify anyone, because I'm gonna give you a little raw perspective tonight. All right, screensaver. When Trayvon Martin was killed by George Zimmerman before the Zimmerman trial, this picture went all the fuck way around the media. They showed this, and they was like, "Oh, he smoked weed also," calling him a weed smoker, and people were perceiving it as if that was supposed to be like, "Oh, okay, that should have justified George Zimmerman shooting him." Now, here's the significance of that situation. They still criminalized Trayvon Martin, and George Zimmerman was not even law enforcement. They love to criminalize the victim, especially if he's black. Kyle Rittenhouse. Oh man, yeah, I guess that was him when he was slightly younger. We back the blue. You know why people say back the blue? Because they don't want to empathize with blacks that have been gunned down by the police. They don't want to empathize with people like Sandra Bland. They don't want to empathize with people like Michael Brown, Walter Scott, John Crawford, Corin Gaines, even though some people would kind of question Corin Gaines, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. They empathize with the people these are the kind of people that empathize with the people who shot and killed, or or whatever method they use, knee on the neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. They empathize with those people. Mm-hmm. See, with little guys like Kyle, they always they do the same thing with mass shooters. You know, a teenage white kid goes into his high school, shoots up everyone. They always try to reach in and find the best things about a little psycho. Now, despite the fact that Kyle looked like he was defending himself, and really honestly, the first guy that he shot and killed, nah, that's somebody I can't defend somebody like that. I'm sorry. I mean, we often say it doesn't matter, what they did, he still died, but still, like seriously, like that guy, not the first one. It's it's a wild situation. Emotions are everywhere, especially for the times. Like honestly, yes, I'm with the protesters. I'm with the protesters. I'm with peaceful protest. And believe me, there have been many peaceful protests that have been disruptive by bully law enforcement. This Antifa that I keep hearing about, and people, that migrate, that come from other cities to go to protest and cause disarray and mess things up. I, I'm 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 the peaceful protest guy. I mean, due to injustices, like mean, I'll be like any emotional person. I don't care if you tear shit up as long as it ain't our stuff. And see, that's the stupid thing about a lot of these riots. They'll go to they'll target the easy places. We'll tear our own stuff up. It's like don't tear our stuff up. And I mean, like I'm not even inciting like going to tear people's stuff up. I'm just kind of talking crap because I just said I'm with peaceful protest. But see, here's what lessons that y'all need to kind of learn from Kyle. Number one, be privy to all of the gun laws in your state. Also, feel free to form a militia. I mean, it's not wrong. It's like it's black gun clubs popping up everywhere. I mean, you can clearly see by this image that there are some people out there that are prepared for anything to go down. Now, would Kyle probably be dead? Maybe there's especially out the words out of especially the words out of the man who tried to shoot him. There was a guy with a gun in his hand. I think he shot that guy's arm off. But what that says about Kyle, he's trained to shoot. He's trained to shoot. So, and he's 17. He's 17. He knows how to handle a firearm. So some people are ready for shit to go down. He seemed to be ready. Even though I don't, like I said, I got no reason to like him. I don't care for anyone that does this right here. Honestly, if Kyle is handcuffed, carried off to prison for murdering those guys out there, I mean, he shot and killed them. I mean, and it very much looks like self defense. But do I cry for this guy? No, I don't. I don't at all. Hmm. Just being brutally honest here. You know why I don't cry for Cal? Because wasn't this man able to sell? Wasn't George Zimmerman the guy? This punk ass coward that's pictured by Trayvon in the skull cap. Didn't he sell his gun for several thousand? Like maybe like several 100,000. Sold the gun that killed Trayvon. He goes to autograph sessions where, incels go, little racist incels go, and signs bags of Skittles. Yeah, this is the part where I start getting a little pissed off. I mean, yeah. We as black men, yeah, we're emotional. You know, when we say emotion, people like to associate that shit with crying. It's emotion ain't always crying. You know what else is an emotion? Being happy, being sad, being excited, being angry. You as a black man should be angry. Hell, see, you know how well you know how well Cal's getting treated. Cal has a Texas law firm taking donations and offering legal services. I was like, wow. Out of nowhere, it's like some big guns are coming out helping Cal. I was like, shit, they might do better than Dylan Roof. Hell, Dylan Roof had almost $500,000 raised for him in his defense fund. It didn't do any good, but that lets you know the mentality of the country that we're dealing with. My suggestion strongly: stop begging these people. Maybe you should try doing what Trayvon did in his picture. Fuck them. Maybe instead of trying to beg them to treat us better, I mean, at least, yeah, we do need to hold them. We like police officers, especially. We do need to hold them accountable for their jobs. I do understand that. And by the way, rest in peace to Trayvon Martin. My condolences and respect to the family. I mean, I know they probably don't like that image out there. I mean, shooting birds is crass, but at the same time, how many of y'all out there done took a picture while you're shooting birds, especially in the club? I mean, that's Friday night to some of y'all. But still, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, if you want, I guess, I don't know, if you want these corrupt police out, vote in a sheriff, vote in a police chief that you want. I don't know. It's sometimes I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't know how to talk about this without, just my thoughts just be kind of everywhere. Because, like I said, if Kyle gets off, I wouldn't be surprised. Trayvon dead, so ain't nothing else he can do with himself. So, like I said, y'all can get like this is a message to a lot of y'all blacks out there who want to be fair and want to say that Kyle was defending himself, which it does look like. Y'all can be as fair as y'all want. Seriously, I don't care if you care about what happens to Kyle. Then good for you. I don't. But all I do understand is how they view Trayvon versus how they view Kyle. Is like black and white in America. Hmm. What do y'all think? Let me stop sharing it. Let me stop sharing the screen. Huh. All right. All right. Shout out to you and shit for watching. All right. Please sub this man's channel. Has very interesting content. Yeah. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the link to that video I watched before I came up. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I ain't gonna put it in the chat. I want y'all to watch it. Tell you what I have to say. Like, look, guys, look, guys. Now let's switch situation. Let's switch situation real quick. Let's put Kyle and Trayvon's situation. Let's put Trayvon and Kyle's situation. George Zimmerman watches Kyle Rittenhouse walking through a neighborhood. Kyle Rittenhouse got Skittles and an iced tea. He's going to visit a friend. George Zimmerman wouldn't have been studying that shit. Nothing would have happened to Kyle. Let's put Trayvon in Kyle's situation. Trayvon is walking around. He's running. Gunshots have been fired. Trayvon is running down the street with an AR-15 and right into a hotbed full of cops and flashing lights. Trayvon would have been Swiss cheese in no time. So basically, I felt like that the luck would have been the same. The luck would have been the same. Trayvon would have still ended up dead. Kyle would have still been alive, except for the difference is you would have never known who Kyle Rittenhouse was. Because George Zimmerman would have never bothered him. And I think I'm making my point here. I think I'm making my point here. But yeah, just y'all, just look at facts. Look at the facts. Look at even though Kyle might have been defending himself, black people still got a reason to be bothered. We still do. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing for real. I don't blame people like LeBron. Oh yeah, that sensitive shit. LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James talking to the NBA players, and they decided to all go back and play. And everybody was like, "Well, LeBron was talking down to them." No, the younger people. I feel like as each generation goes by, that the younger people are probably going to have less and less of an appreciation for the history, because a lot of it is like, a lot of it is that they're getting tired of it. they're getting like, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was younger, I used to get tired of hearing it too. I used to get tired of hearing it too. I got tired of hearing it from a standpoint of, I felt like since I was becoming a young adult, then it was condescending old people. But now I'm that old person myself, you know. But anyway, it's just I think that we just have to work on perception. That's all. It's just it's messed up. It's fucked up for us out here, and I don't know. I guess we have to work on our unity too. But anyway, that's about it. Uh, just want to thank y'all for watching, and I guess like, share, subscribe, and Kev we trust. Goodbye.